vídeo. Holy moly, what's happening to this class? Where is everybody?
I'm
Hello,
here,
Gloria.
teacher.
Oh, thank God
How are
you
you
are there.
doing?
I'm all right, and you? Are you good? Gloria, how about you? I'm not listening. You are frozen.
It's frozen.
Yes, our internet is not good. Vanessa, my dear, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm okay, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay, Gislaine, good to see you again. Okay.
Okay.
Erica, the same.
Hello
Regine, hello again and again and again. Okay, I'll be seeing you girls more times. Okay, Dirce is here too. Thiago is here too.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Now, yes, Gloria. I was worried. I said, how are you? Hello, Thiago. How's it going, man? All right?
The internet goes down.
Good. Yeah, I realized that something was wrong because I said, how are you? And you were, oh, and I thought, oh my gosh, maybe she's not feeling good.
That the internet is a problem.
Okay. Marcela, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How's it going there?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Good to see you, hear you again. Never give up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Today we are basically only going to talk. Can you believe that? I'm not going to give you any grammar. I'm not going to give you any listening. We are going to talk. And of course, there is a passage here, but we are going to talk about this passage. And this is something that is very, very interesting. Something that is probably affecting or not affecting the life of everyone. Well, the first thing I'd like to say is, in Brazil, when you ask somebody, are you working normally? They usually say, no, not really. I work home office, okay? And many people think that this is English. This is a verb in English, just because you use two words in English. But this is not how you express yourself in English, all right? So that's the first thing I'd like to talk about. We don't say I home office. If you have an office in your house, it's good for you, okay? But you don't say I home office. In English, we say I am telecommuting. Have you ever heard this word before? To telecommute, telecommute. Ever heard?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Just in class.
Just in class? Just now?
Yes. In other class.
I told you that?
Yes. Because
Good.
I said once I stay home office. I work on home office now.
So very good. You have a good memory. Excellent. There are two words that probably don't exist in Portuguese. We can understand them, but they don't exist in Portuguese. And they are respectively commute and telecommute. So is there anyone that can explain that to me, since there is no possible translation for that word in Portuguese? What do you know? How can you explain to commute and telecommute?
I don't know.
Vanessa knows. What is telecommute, Vanessa?
Telecommute is when you work with a I don't know. I can't explain.
Don't say when you work home office, okay?
No. We work with communication. With
No, no.
Tele is
no communication
distance.
with internet.
Yes,
Tele
but you work
means
where?
distance,
Distant. Yes,
distant.
it can be.
Tele.
And commute.
Commute, communication.
No, no,
No.
no. This word, as I said, I think it
Commute.
doesn't exist in Portuguese. Yes.
Tele.
Tiago, at the moment, you told me that you are telecommuting, right?
Yes,
But
I'm telecommuting.
before the pandemic, did you used to go to work every day?
Yes, every day at the office.
Okay, so pay attention to the question I'm going to ask you. How long did it take you to commute every day? You see, this is the kind of question that in English everybody understands, but we don't have one word to translate commute in Portuguese. But do you have any idea of what I'm trying to ask you, Tiago?
Yeah, how long time I take between my house and my work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
To commute is the time it takes you to go from your house to your office, from your office to your house. Understand? This is to commute. Okay? So this is also used as an adjective, okay, in, for example, commuter flights. For instance, between New York and Washington, D.C., New York and Chicago. It's just like the one you have between Rio and Sao Paulo. When you want to take a commuter flight like that, do you need to buy a ticket in advance, or can you just go to the airport, pay there, and board? How does it work? Does anyone know?
Go to airport, pay day, and work and fly.
And board, exactly.
Yeah.
And board,
You don't need to make a reservation in advance. Understand? So these kind of flights that are very fast, like 1 hour, 35 minutes, 45 minutes, 55 minutes, usually no more than an hour and a half, they are called commuter flights. And you have many times a day, understand? And the idea is for business people that just go from one place to another to work and return the same day. If they arrive at the airport at 5 o'clock, there is a flight at 5:10. If they arrive at 5:10, there is a flight at 5:20. Understand? And once you arrive at the airport, usually you have commuter buses that take you from the airport to downtown. Downtown, airport. Okay? I have taken many commuter buses to go from Campinas to Guarulhos. Many times. I would always take a commuter bus. There is a company in Campinas called Lira, okay? And they only do this. They don't stop on the way. It's a straight bus. It's a non-stop bus. Campinas, Guarulhos. Guarulhos, Campinas. It's a commuter bus, okay? So commuter is used a lot in English, but we don't have one word to express that in Portuguese. And telecommute, it means you don't have, as Gloria said, tele means a distance. You commute from your house using all kinds of electronic device, the internet, fax, computer, whatever, okay, to communicate with the office. So this is telecommute, all right? Got the idea now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to share the article, but the article is only going to be the background for our conversation. I'd like to really, honestly, listen to everyone's opinion. I'd like to have, in English, the word is a brainstorm. You know what's a brainstorm?
Yes.
I love
Yes.
I love the expression the mineiros use for brainstorm. Okay,
What is it?
have you ever heard it? The mineiros
No.
expression for that was the first time I heard the translation of brainstorm and I couldn't understand it. They say toró de parpite. Storm a toró, okay? Toró de parpite, okay? So anyway, I'd like to have a little brainstorm concerning this topic, telecommuting, the pros and cons. Without reading, without looking at, I just want you to think, in your opinion, what are the advantages, the pros, and the disadvantages of telecommuting or working at home for you, for the society, for the environment, everything. We can say, you can tell me whatever you think is an advantage or a disadvantage of telecommuting. Please, I'd like everyone to participate in the class. Okay, Marcela? Okay, Vanessa, Regina, Tiago, everyone. Come on, I'd like...
Can I participate?
I'm sorry?
Can I participate or I should stay with my mouth shut?
Why?
You guys don't
Just-
know, but last class teacher say, Rachel, you have to keep your mouth shut.
No,
please."
no, 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 no. You didn't get it. I said, wait
I'm kidding,
5
teacher. I got
seconds.
it. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait 5 seconds because you didn't give the others a chance to think. You were too fast. Okay? Now, today I want to know everyone's opinion. In your opinion, for instance, let's talk in terms of environment. Do you think there are advantages or disadvantages of telecommuting for the environment?
Advantage.
Advantages.
Advantages. Can you mention
Yeah.
any? Can you mention any advantage?
Because you
Less
don't...
pollution.
Yes.
Don't have traffic. Pollution.
Yes.
Okay, the traffic is less intense, which causes less pollution. Yes. What else? Think. There are other advantages, not only the pollution.
Environment.
As the communication.
We
No.
take time.
First, I
No
want to
have
know
commute.
For the environment?
for the environment.
No have
yes.
commute. We take more time.
More time or less time?
More time.
To do
We
what,
take-
Gloria?
Uh,
Because you are telecommuting, you take more.
we win.
to do
We
what?
win time. We win time
Ah,
because we no have commute.
there is no commute. Yeah,
There
but
is
you are
no
not going to
commute.
work. You are going to stay home. Okay, that's the point. My question is, what is the advantage for the environment in terms of telecommuting? So far, they said less traffic, less pollution. Okay, what else? I want to know if there is any.
You can work another time. You made your time.
Yeah, but this is a personal advantage, right?
No environment.
Not for the environment.
Not the
Understand?
I think now in telecommuting, we printed less paper.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, we are saving paper. Saving paper means saving trees. Okay, that's an advantage for the environment. What else?
Less water.
Less what?
Water.
Water.
For clean.
We consume.
the
We
workplace.
consume less water.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
And cups,
Water.
plastic cups.
Yes.
in the office.
Glass.
The number of plastic cups decrease a lot because people, every time you go to drink some water at the office, you take one plastic cup and you throw it away. At home, you have your own glass cup. You just wash it, understand? You don't throw it away. It's too heavy, okay? Anyway, okay, so we have less water consumption, which causes less depletion of our natural water resources, right? At the same area, we also decrease the consumption of what else?
Energy?
Energy, of
Energy.
course. You don't imagine how much the companies, okay, that let their employees telecommute are saving in energy. Because if you picture an office with like 500 people, every day, 500 people drinking water, using their computer, printing papers, okay? All the lights on. Imagine the water consumption, the gas, maybe if it's a heater, okay, like here in the winter time, you need to keep the environment or the working place heated, otherwise it's impossible to work. That means you consume a lot of gas or electricity, depending on the heating system that you have. And then you save water, plastic, paper. You see, there are lots of advantages for the environment, okay? We also, for example, this is not directly the environment, but it's the conditions of the roads, the streets. We don't deteriorate the roads because when you have heavy traffic, the roads deteriorate really fast.
Yes.
But traffic is kind of slow. The road can, for instance, if there is a little hole, it's going to be a little hole for a long time. But when you have a lot of traffic, a little hole today is going to be a crater tomorrow. Understand?
Yes.
So there are many advantages. Like here in Italy, in Venice, for the first time in the history, modern history probably, it was possible to see fish in the canals.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yes, okay. The canals were so polluted by all kinds of trash that it was impossible to see anything. The waters were transparent, so you could see fish swimming. Okay, I don't know what's gonna be like in about 6 months from now, but now it's still possible, all right? Excellent. Is there any other idea about how telecommuting can be advantageous for the environment, or that's it? Camila, can you think of any other advantage for the environment first?
I think is it, Roberto. I don't remember another
point.
Yes.
Okay. What about for the individuals themselves, for the telecommuter? What are the advantages? Regina already mentioned one. Can you say it? Now you can say it again, Regina.
I think when working in home, we have less time for do a lot of things, personal things. It's difficult to divide the time.
And do you think you end up working less or more?
Working more in home.
But this is an advantage. That's an advantage for the company. Not for you. Yes, you are absolutely right. You produce a lot more, understand? Like some of my students have been telecommuting since the beginning of the pandemic. And they personally told me that now they work like 12, 13 hours a day because they don't have to worry about the rush hour traffic. They don't have to worry about driving back home. So they just think, I'm just gonna finish this and then I stop.
And they have less restriction, teacher, too.
Less restrictions.
Yeah.
Restrictions. Is that what you're trying to say?
Sorry.
Discretion.
Discretions, yeah.
Why?
Because in office, people always talking loud, and
so
in house, in home,
you have less discretion or more?
Less restriction. In home, less restriction.
In my opinion, in home more, because in home I have to do housework. There is television, movies.
Netflix, Amazon Prime.
Yes.
But in my opinion, I don't like people talking loud.
Too.
So.
Yeah, but
Children.
Yeah, Cecilia, I'm trying to imagine what is your point when you said at home we have less discretion. I can't get it. Can you explain, maybe paraphrase yourself using different words? Because I haven't got the idea yet, honestly speaking, okay?
Teacher, the word maybe it's distraction. Is that, Cecilia? I don't know.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Because discretion, discretion is when you have to be discreet, you know?
Describe.
Yes, I thought discretion at home. So at home, if you want to work naked, it's possible. Understand? Unless, of course, you have a call. Okay, then you have
distractions.
Yes, distractions. Yes, now I got it. Thank you, Tiago.
My accent, teacher. Sorry.
No, I don't think it's an accent. You did say discretion. I didn't listen. Distraction. Oh, discretion, distraction. Both words exist in English, okay? So maybe you were just kind of confused. I don't know. Okay, at home you have no distractions. Well, it depends. If you have children, huh, Camila?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay, because children, they think, mommy's home, so she's not working, she can play with me, right?
Right.
No school.
Yes, so it's very difficult for a child to understand that his mother or father, they are home, but they are working. Understand?
Classes online.
Yes. Yeah, like your
for
grandchildren.
For children.
But remember your grandchildren when they were there and they were kind of running around, screaming, and you told me, I'm sorry, teacher, I'm late because my grandchildren were playing around. Remember?
Yes. Yes.
So they don't imagine that it's possible for you to sit in front of a computer and do something serious. For them, a computer is video games, okay? It's not work. So is there any other advantage for the telecommuter? Advantage first. We are not into the cons, the disadvantage.
No have commuter.
You don't have to commute.
No have to commute. Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to commute. Yes, of course. That's right. You don't have to commute because
win time.
Yeah, yes. In a certain way, yes, but you end up working more, as Vanessa said. So, any other advantage?
More time with family.
Okay, you spend more time with the family. Tiago?
We can work anywhere. I can work here in Campinas, for example, or I can go to visit my family in Franca. So that's a benefit.
Yes, that's I think it's a great advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Like 1 week I was working in Brazil, the other week I was working in Italy, now I'm working in Belgium, and my job continues the same. Understand? So this is a great advantage, okay? One more, a very important one, especially for the women.
Choice hours to work.
I'm sorry, Regina. There was some interference. I couldn't listen to you.
Choice. You can choose.
Choose the hours.
Choose the hours.
Yes, there is an expression for that. You have flex hours, okay?
Flex hours.
I think, yes, flex hours, okay? Yeah, you can make your own schedule. You have something to do. If you're going to start at 3 o'clock in the morning and stop at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or if you're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning and finish at 8 o'clock in the evening, I think that's your problem. As long as you do whatever you have to do, that's okay. I think. Does it work like this, Thiago, or no?
At Bosch, no, teacher, it's a little strict, but...
Yes, you have to punch an online card or something like that?
I don't need to, I have to
you have to log in.
To log in, but I can't work, for example, at the night, for example.
I see.
I have to follow the main schedule, the
working hours.
Working hours, yeah.
I see. Oh, okay, it's interesting. Because I have a son who is also in the computer area, in the IT area, and he can work anytime he wants. He only needs to complete a certain task. Every day he receives a task. And as long as he does that, they don't care if he's working nights or if he's working days, okay?
That's very nice.
Yes, that's a different way. That's totally flex hours, okay?
Yeah.
Can you guys, I said, I'm going to say for the third time, Marcela, Katiani, Erica, for the third time, is there any advantage for the women to work at home?
Teacher, I don't know specifically women, but we can eat better because I make it. I make a lunch, a dinner.
We can eat more.
But this is an advantage or disadvantage?
This is advantage.
Okay. But if you eat more, you can gain weight. This is a disadvantage.
No, teacher, no more. Better. Saudável.
Healthier, yes.
Yes.
We can eat healthier. Yes, no coxinhas, healthier food.
Yes, yes.
I see.
Fruits.
Yeah.
Everything.
I get your point. But I'm still thinking about the women. There is a great advantage for the women. Not for you, Thiago. Okay, Thiago. I hope that's not an advantage for you. Okay, Thiago.
Okay.
I hope. I don't know. Okay, just hope. What is it, Raquel?
Teacher, can I try this one? I'm not a woman, but I can try.
Okay.
When for women, they usually make up yourself to go to the work.
They have to put on some makeup.
Yeah, and
dress
take
better.
But
yes.
I put on makeup all day in my house.
Yeah, but only you and Erica, as far as I know.
Yeah, Erica, yes.
As far as I know, only you and Erica. But for women, I can think of many. Like Thiago said, there is no need for the makeup because you're going to stay home. But if you like
dress code,
there is no dress code. You don't need to buy new shoes, with a matching fur.
Yes, yes.
We don't need it, but we bought a lot.
Ah, but
Because
it's,
we had sale everywhere when we were in quarantine.
but why? You're not going out. Why do you need to buy?
But this will stop at a point, so I will have shoes to go out.
Oh, Thiago, certain women are difficult to be. Yes.
Yeah.
One day it will stop, so I must have a stock of shoes, a stock. Yes.
So much sale it was happening. I couldn't be a part of.
Resist.
Yeah.
But the makeup, do you need to put on the makeup every day? When you
Yes,
get up?
but it's not like you really makeup. I always prepare my skin. I always use sunscreen with
Like facial?
yes.
Some facial with special creams?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
You
I
put
do this a lot.
cucumbers in the eyes like that?
No.
Well, I remember when I got married, I told my wife, if I ever wake up and I see you with a green face, I will pack my bags and go away. It's a
Skincare teacher.
nightmare. Huh?
Skincare routine.
Oh, no way. Imagine you wake up and you see a monster beside you with a green face. Ah. I told her I would walk away immediately, the same day. And she has never done that so far. Okay? That's why I'm still with her, okay? She can take care of her face in other places, not in bed. Okay, in bed, no, please. Okay, but it's interesting because, Thiago, have you bought any clothes to work lately?
No, teacher. I
You
haven't.
see, yes, it's the same case here. That's an advantage. I haven't spent one penny with anything. Every time of course, when I needed to go to work, it would always be necessary to have like a nice shirt, especially because I gave classes. Most of my classes were in company, understand? And I had to give class to the directors, to the CEOs, to the VPs, to the president of many big companies. So it was a pain because I needed to wear social pants, social shoes, a nice shirt, because most of my students were many times wearing suit. So how could I go there wearing shorts like I am wearing now? Impossible. Understand? So that's an advantage. For men, we don't need to spend money in clothes. Even if the pandemic continues until the year 2025, it's not a problem.
Only pajamas.
PJs?
Sleepers.
Well, I'm going to be
Sleepers and
honest.
PJs.
Yes, if I were PJs to give classes, I would have no students, okay? Because I don't have any PJs. I've never had a PJ in my life, understand? So I would be a very scary teacher to be giving classes totally naked, understand? So I prefer to wear something on, okay? Not a PJ, because my wife tried to give me some PJs. I think she gave up after giving me about a dozen, and I never wore one, okay? She would always buy. Each time they were prettier and prettier, but she never convinced me to wear a PJ, okay? So I don't like it. So I better work with a t-shirt, a polo shirt, a shirt, and shorts, okay? Anyway, we have already talked about advantages for the environment, advantages for the telecommuters, okay? Now, can you think of any advantage for the employer?
They save
Less
money.
bills.
I'm sorry?
Save money, less bill with energy, water, stuff. Paper.
Coffee.
Parking.
Yes, coffee.
Parking, coffee, food
Cleaning.
stamps, cleaning, food, yes, food vouchers.
How can I say vale transporte?
They don't have a word for that.
VT.
For food.
Yeah, me
No. You can't say some of the perks. Yeah, perks, not porks. Perks. Oh, perks. I didn't want to write here, but ended up here. Oh. Companies can decrease all the perks. Perks means benefits given with a job. Okay? Perks is a strange word, but it's English, believe me. So when you are applying for a job, sometimes when they talk about the salary, you can say, well, the salary is all right, but what about the perks? Understand? And then they can tell you, oh, we give you, like usually American companies, they give a certain number, like a certain amount of money to help people with gasoline. They don't give like public transportation vouchers or anything like that, understand? Because most people have their own car, all right? So if you don't want to use your car, you are going to get an extra $100 or $200 a month to pay for gas, or petrol, as they say in England, okay? And then you can use that money to take the bus. That's your problem, okay? And they also have like food vouchers, understand? That you can use to pay for food. That exists, okay? But companies, they can save a lot of money. Yes, with coffee, with cleaning, with water bills, electrical bills, phone bills, paper. What else?
Furniture.
Yeah, furniture is because, well, but if they have already bought the furniture is going to be there, understand?
Yes.
So they don't need to buy new furniture. That's right. They don't need to replace the furniture because nobody's using. All right?
Yes, all right. The big companies save with transport too.
Oh, yes. I've read that some of the biggest computer companies in the world, like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, they will probably transfer all, if not all, 90% of their employees to telecommute. They will not go back to the offices, understand? It's been very good for them the way it is. People are working even more at home, okay? What else? Can you imagine any other advantage for the company or no?
Rent.
Yes.
Rent teacher.
Yes. Rent, yes. Like if a company has, imagine a company with 500 employees, 500. That's a medium-sized company, okay? They need a large office space. But what if only 10 employees are coming to work? Do they still need the big office? No. So they can just move to a smaller place, understand? And they can save a lot of money in renting, okay? Good. I think you have given me an excellent idea of the advantages for the employee, for the telecommuter, for the employer, and environment. Now, what about the cons, the disadvantage? Can you think of any?
We don't have contact with your peers.
Peers. That's a good one. We lose the social interaction that we have with our peers. Okay, and this is not good. What else?
You don't have control about your time to work.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I can agree with that. What else?
I think it's hard for mother working house
Work
from
at home. Yes,
Yeah, because the the children.
They don't know, they don't understand that the mother is working. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Is there any other disadvantage?
I think the bill is rice, energy,
Yes.
internet,
Yeah.
papers, water.
It increases in our house. You see, this
Yeah.
is interesting
Yeah.
because at the company, all the bills
go
decrease.
down.
At
in
home,
our house.
and do we have any extra payment to cover that?
No.
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 Understand? So, like having access to the internet is my duty. Understand? So if I have no access, I cannot give a class. If I can't give a class, I'm not going to get paid. So
But
I have to.
teacher,
I'm sorry?
my company don't cut others perks.
Perks.
Yes.
Yeah, perks.
Like
Yeah.
parking, like gasoline. So
Yeah. Oh, my darling, but you work for KPMG. All right.
I'm sorry.
This is one of the biggest consulting companies in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dream work KPMG.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm studying for that.
Who works in KPMG?
Marcela.
I'm UI.
Marcela, my sister
Ernst Young.
works in KPMG too.
I'm working UI, Ernst Young.
My son works in UI.
Ernest Young, wasn't it?
Yeah, big fan.
KPMG. Ah, it's Ernest Young. Yeah, that's a competitor. Yes, it's
Yeah.
the same level.
Marcela, do
In
you?
audit?
Yes.
My son works there.
I'm working a lot.
Yes.
We
But
work.
Marcela is from Belo Horizonte. Your son works where, Dirce? Dirce?
Hi.
Your son works for Ernest Young where?
São Paulo.
Ah, Marcela is from Belo Horizonte.
Great.
Gate.
São Paulo is great.
Yes. Guys, Patricia, Maria Clara, I haven't heard your voices. Can you think of any other disadvantage for the employer, the employee, or the environment, or the society?
I think it's difficult to maintain the culture of the company.
The culture.
Yes. Yes, the employee maintain the same maneira de agir.
The same behavior, the same way
Yes,
of doing things.
same behavior.
Why? Because they're working at
the
home?
The rules. I think it's difficult to preserve this.
Yeah, but as Thiago said, he has to follow the same working schedule of the company, understand? So he has some rules to follow.
Okay.
So maybe Bosch has given us some guidelines for telecommuting. Did they do that, Thiago?
Yes, they have a guideline.
Yeah, yes, you see. So
the company must be well structured.
Oh, yes. Otherwise, it's a mess, you know?
Yeah.
Can you think of one disadvantage for the society?
Society?
The society. Not the environment, not the employer, not the employee. Just one, and I'll be happy tonight. It's a very easy one, but extremely bad.
Teacher, economically speaking, are you asking? Economically?
I'm asking an advantage, a disadvantage, I'm sorry, for the society in general, you know, for the marketplace around you.
I think it's less consumer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree.
Can you imagine what happened to all the restaurants where you used to go for lunch during the days you were working at the office.
Yeah. Mhm.
Probably they have either closed or they are about to bankrupt. Understand?
Yes.
Because if you are not going to work, that means that hundreds of other people are not going to work either. And then the sales reduced a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember I showed you some pictures of restaurants at lunchtime here in
Yes.
Italy? Empty, completely empty, not one single person. I cried for the owners, like, oh, Dio mio. How is it? No, because I felt really
It's
bad.
very sad. Yeah.
It is. I would walk by the restaurants and I could see the people there, the chef, the waiters, the waitresses, everyone waiting for one single customer to assist, and nobody.
Yes.
Okay, so how long can you preserve a company open if you have no customers? 1 month, 2 months, 3 tops? I don't know.
Very, very difficult situation.
Yes, this was probably the biggest disadvantage to the marketplace around you, to the not the environment, but the society. Understand? And if you think a little further, if the sales decrease, what also decreases with the sales, dears? That is,
Employees.
no, the taxes.
Oh, yes.
The government receives less tax.
Yeah.
If the government receives less tax because the people are not selling, sales tax, understand? Like here in Europe, every time you buy something, I don't have any receipt on me right now, but when you look at the receipt, you have there 20 euros, 246 is tax, okay? You always see how much of tax you're paying. It's not extra, but in Brazil, you never know. Here, no, it's separate. 20 is the total, 250, 246 is tax. That goes to the government. So you can see it. If the company, they do not transfer to the government's share, they are in trouble. Okay, in Brazil, they say they 13%, but we never know if they pay or not. So if the sales decrease, the tax collection decreases. If tax collection decreases, the government has no money for education, no money for health, no money for maintenance of roads. Hey, think about it. So we do have a lot of pros, but we do have a lot of cons. So I have sent by email, and I have also placed it at Telegram, this article that talks about the pros and cons. I'd like you to spend some time reading it to see how complex this situation can be. Understand? And tomorrow we'll come back, we'll discuss this again, we'll read, we'll of course, answer any questions, but it's kind of a long one, so I'd like you to pre-read it. Read it before coming to class tomorrow, if it's possible, okay? And if you want a further reference, I included the link at the end of it, where you can find more information about this, all right? Thank you very much for participating of tonight's class, and I hope to see you tomorrow so we can wrap up this topic, all right?
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, teacher.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
For sure.